Hello. You probably have some old applications like the class at ASP and you don't want to revise them and publish them into the Azure account. Today I will show you how to migrate those class at ASP applications into the Azure App Service with the Docker image. First, we need to create a container registry. Click on Create. This is the repository for storing the Docker image. We select the resource group, type any name we want, next, and then review and create. Our deployment is complete. Go to resource, click on repository. There's no repository now. You can see it's empty here. I will show you how to build a class at ASP Docker image and then push the image into here. Once I push the image, you will see the hyperlink here, and then we will deploy it into the app service container. Here is the class at ASP application that we use to build the Docker image. You can see there's only one ASP file here. This simple application will display the hello world and the current system timestamp. In order to build the Docker image, we need to install the Docker desktop. Here's a Docker desktop. You can download it from docker.com. Second thing, we need the Docker file. Basically, Docker file is a set of instructions to tell the Docker desktop how to build the Docker image. We will use the Windows Server code as a base image. This is the latest version. And then in order to make a class at ASP working in this operating system, we need to install these two modules. Before we install these two modules, we need to activate the PowerShell. Without the PowerShell, this line will fail. And then we need to clean up the www root folder. If there's any file in there, we need to remove it. Finally, we change the working directory to a www root folder, and then copy everything, the compile file, into this www root folder. Those are the command line used to build a Docker image and push the image into the Azure Container Registry. The first command is used to build a Docker image in our local PC. After we build the image, we can run the container to test our application. If everything looks good, we can log into the Azure Container Registry with this command line, and then we tap the Docker image with the new name. Finally, we push the Docker image into the Azure Container Registry. Let's open the command window. Run as administrator. We need to change the path to our class at ASP directory. Let's run the first command to build a Docker image. For the image name, we have to use all lowercase. Hit enter. It will take for a few minutes to build a Docker image for the first time. The second time will be faster. Right now is running the Docker file and execute the command line one by one. The first command is download the base Docker image. Since I already downloaded the Docker image here, so it will save a little bit time. Let's come back later. The build was complete. You can see there's a new Docker image was created, ASP app. We can run the container to test the application. So copy the second command. The image name. Click on the container. He is running, so we can test our application. Open with the browser. You see the hello world is displayed and the current system time. Everything looks good. We can start to upload our Docker image into the Azure Container Registry. First, we need to go to the access key. We have to turn on the admin user. We need the username and password to log into the Azure. Go back to the command window. Type the command line. Docker login. Copy the login server. Hit enter. Username. Copy. Password. Copy. Yeah, we log in successfully. Now we need to tap the image with the new name. ASP app. Now we can push the image into the Azure Container Registry. Push. It will take for a while. Let's come back later. The upload process was complete. Our image is already pushed into Azure. Let's go back to the Azure. Click on the repository. You can see our image is here. Click on the hyperlink. You can see all the detail information. Now let's deploy this image into the Azure App Service. Search the app services. Create a new app. Set the resource group. Any name here. Select the Docker container. We use Windows. Set the region. Leave by default here. Change the size. Make sure we use the cheaper one. Next. Leave it by default. Next. 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 Review and create. Create. It will take for a while. Let's come back later. The deployment is complete. Go to the resource. Select the deployment center. Select the registry source. Select the Azure Container Registry. Our container name, the image name, and then the tab. Save. Look at the log. Deployment look like complete. Go to the overview. click on the URL. I think it will take 5 minutes to deploy the container. Let's wait for a couple minutes and come back later. Refresh the window. Yeah, you can see the hello world is displayed and the current timestamp. So we have successfully uploaded the container into the Azure App Registry and deploy into the app services. That's all for today. Please subscribe my channel and give me a like. Thank you so much. Bye bye.